Hey guys, Mongo here. I want to give a quick update on Bitcoin from a macro perspective. And I think it's funny that all of the naysayers that were saying, the 7.02 fib is going to reject us hard. Not going to call anybody out, but blockchain backer is the one that came up with that idea. Not saying we can't come back down, but and we're not really in healthy market structure at all, but we're sitting above the 786, and we're actually currently getting rejected from my 886, which is where I would look to short on most shorter time frames. But I'd like to point out that our money flow is ridiculous. It hasn't been this high since we started running towards the all-time high previously in the last bull run. This is the weekly. And this is just on Binance. So I could probably switch to a different chart and it would show you something a little different. Let's go to the BLX, but it's just silly. I just wanted to point this out that you don't understand. The money flow is just astronomical. So this kind of money flow last time took not institutions, but it took retail FOMO to get this kind of money flow. Retail is still absent. There's no retail in the space at the moment. Very few people are even talking about it. I have a few people at the gym that ask me, oh, hey, how's your Bitcoin doing now? It's 63. I'm like, well, I don't own any Bitcoin, first of all. Second of all, it's all in altcoins. My altcoins are more than 4x in most cases. So doing great, but using Bitcoin as a barometer. But just looking at the money flow, I mean, this is just straight silly. I mean, you have to kind of go back to the previous bull run here in 2017 and kind of get similar vibes, right? Let's do a measurement here. That's the peak of this previous bull run the money flow was sitting at 63.93. All right, so last time we had a peak of 57, no, 50, we'll call it 52 on the peak of this bull run in 2020, 2021. And right now we are climbing up to 33. So we are starting to really make some moves on the money flow aspect. The institutions are obviously, the Bitcoin ETFs are making a huge difference. There's just no way to project how that's going to have an impact moving forward, either positively or negatively. That's my bigger concern, is we have all this history. If I zoom out here, this is my BLX chart for my longer term time frames, kind of get an idea of what we're doing. It helps us with time frame aspects because the 4-year cycle, to prove it otherwise, is still valid. So I can kind of deduce from these two previous cycles where our next likely break of all-time high would be, the projected cycle high, and the projected next cycle bear market low. But the monkey wrench is the ETFs and how it affects price. So I'm currently in the boat of, I don't think we'll get above $90,000, and if so, we'll have a really hard time doing so. But that was before the ETF. So the ETF is injecting a ton of money that I wasn't accounting for. I don't think the rest of the market was. We knew it was coming, but thus far, it's been amazing. So what happens when retail wants to start FOMOing into the ETFs? What happens when BlackRock puts out its advertising army for Bitcoin ETF? They're already doing great. I mean, the BlackRock ETF, you look at it, it's at a bull flag right now. So some interesting takes to kind of look at and think about. And yeah, I'm kind of poking fun at some people who have been really right. And yes, we probably will dump to some extent, but I just don't think people understand how the impact of money flow does on terms of price action. I was actually in the camp of really not expecting to see much. I mean, in my opinion, we've overperformed if we have hitting the 1618, which is coming at 102,136. And I'd be shocked if we got that, but I'd be very happy as well. Just diminishing returns, you go off of math, $78,000 to $90,000 is where Bitcoin should be based on the diminishing returns in the last two bull runs. So, yeah, the ETFs add a really positive potential twist, but also keep in mind, if we do get that blow off top and we hit 102 to even the 155, which is the 2618, expect the ETFs to dump hard as well. They're going to really push price down. So add in retail FOMO, added leverage trading and shorts at an astronomical level. We've never had so many trading exchanges you can get your hands on. It's going to be interesting. So just want to leave you guys with that. Still watching the rejection from the 886. Again, this is the perfect level I watch. Asia likes shorting this level. The U.S. market really doesn't seem to be buying much at the moment. But we need a consolidation, in my opinion, to kind of cool off, let the indicators reset. But the money flow's there. So we have bearish divergences, sure. But at the same time, this is what that looks like on a stepping pattern going up in a straight parabolic run. So and that white dotted line here on my screen is the Bitcoin halving projecting somewhere around tax day for the U.S., so April 15th-ish. So nothing I say is financial advice. Best of luck. You want to find me, head over to Crypto Blackwall on Twitter and the Blockguard Discord. Thank you.